We go from one team in town to the next team in town.
Historic day, baby. Here we go. UCSD against Michigan, and it's prime time tonight.
I would have sworn today you would have worn something related to the Tritons on this podcast.
Well, I was planning on it, but it was at the bottom of my hamper because I was wearing it over the weekend when they ended up beating Irvine in the Big West Championship.
UCSD Michigan, final game of the day, the first day tonight, Thursday, NCAA. This is a Michigan team that is really rugged. This is a Michigan team that battered UCLA by 19. It's a Michigan team that played Michigan State tough twice. This is a Michigan State team that's got a 7'1" center and a 7-foot forward. And that's the big issue. I just don't know how the Tritons are going to cope with Vlad Golden and Dan Wolf. Between them, they're averaging 29 points and 15 rebounds a game. Those two bigs at Michigan, and their guard, Trey Donaldson's pretty good. What a phenomenal year for the Tritons. They have won 15 in a row as they take the floor tonight against the University of Michigan. I know what Tate Jones at 6'6", 19 points, 5 rebounds a game, and he's everywhere. Going to be a challenge for 6'8" Norton Capri. I don't know how Jones and Capri are going to be able to stay out of foul trouble against Michigan's bigs. But McGhie, Hayden Gray, between them have hit 176 threes this season. This team is shooting 46% from the floor, 37% from the arc. Now, they're going to have to hit a whole pile of threes, I think, to stay in the game. And maybe they do something creatively, defensively, like go to a zone and try to prevent entry passes in. But I just don't know how the Tritons hold up against Golden and Wolf, 7', 7'1", in on the block.
Well, they had a hell of a time with the big man from Irvine.
Yep.
You know, you saw Tate Jones drive in the lane, because he's so good at picking up the foul during the shot, and he couldn't get past the tree trunk of that dude from Irvine. So it's going to be trouble. This is going to be hard. To your point, they're going to have to hit threes like crazy. But, Seth Davis is high on them. Have you seen him? He's like got the Triton, the actual trident that the Triton carries around. And but the great thing is at UCSD, you see what the students are doing? They're taking masking tape and putting it over every M sign in throughout campus, like Muir College. There's like a big X through the M, So I think that's it's a perfect nerdy thing for UCSD to do. So this is going to be like must-see TV for me. And I just hope the Tritons can make it a game and maybe the impossible will happen.
The fascinating thing, Mark Ziegler wrote just a great, great story in the Union Tribune today, just about where these kids have come from. They're all Division II transfers and Division III transfers who decided to stay in school, step up. I mean, only get to walk down this hallway one time in your life, probably in your career. How cool is this for these kids to be able to play in the tournament? Now, I hope it's not a 40-point blowout. Well, but you got the chance to play. You got the chance to experience March Madness. That goes in your memory scrapbook forever. That's so cool.
Well, not just for the players, but for the students and the alumni and all the fans. We're kind of all on the bus together.
Oh, you'll be getting the request from the Alumni Association per your donations, multiple foundations.
Yeah, I can expect that.
So, hey, you're into college basketball. I mean, we have been spoiled because of what Steve Fisher and Brian Dutcher have done over here at San Diego State. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these kids. This is just so cool. Now, let's move on. The Fans Forum chat box is open. If you're a Triton, go ahead, jump on board.